Hi there! It's me again with my tower garden because it's the end of 5 weeks of having the tower garden, and I we have started harvesting from the tower. I have picked a few basil leaves to garnish pasta. I've also cut a little bit of parsley and a few lettuce leaves for my daughter's sandwiches. And I could have been harvesting more in the past couple of days, but I wanted to show you what the plants look like. And so I waited until today, the end of week 5. So let me show you what it looks like now. Let's start with this bib lettuce that I started from seed. Maybe, I don't know, 4 weeks ago. And look how big some of the leaves are. It is bigger than my hand. And so I could have been harvesting already by cutting the leaves around on the outer edges and just leaving like this a few leaves in the center, and then it will regrow. But when I needed some lettuce leaves, I forgot about this lettuce. I was harvesting from the other side of the tower garden. Definitely tonight we are going to have enough lettuce to make a salad for myself, my husband, and my daughter. My son, unfortunately, does not eat any greens. Right, and the bok choy. This bok choy has always been like the biggest thing on the tower, and it continues to dominate the tower. Look how big some of the leaves are. Definitely bigger than the palm of my hand. Check that out. Beautiful, like a purplish veins and dark green leaves. And I think, it still looks kind of strange as a bok choy. This looks more familiar. This other one, there's 2 of them here, and I don't know if I should have thinned them, but definitely I can start taking some of these outer leaves, chopping them, and I can add them to a stir fry. Now let's look at this mustard. This mustard plant that I started, like I just dropped seeds right into the rock wool cube over there. I started these seeds right here in the tower. And look at the leaves now. Look at the edges. I have never eaten mustard greens before, so honestly, I didn't know what they looked like until now. But the edges, haha, so cute. They look like frayed fabric. Check that out. Now the arugula too is growing fast, and the exciting thing is that the arugula leaves, are starting to look like what I know arugula leaves look like, which is like having the serrated, is that the right term? Serrated edges on the leaves. See that? So these are starting to look more like arugula. There. Hello, arugula. And what else did I want to show you? I actually, the spinach plants are still very small. And I think it's because it's kind of hot and it gets hot in the afternoon. So, well, we just have to wait for the spinach plants to grow. They're taking their time. It's another bib lettuce that I started from seed just recently. And the basil plants are growing like crazy too. So we've been cutting from these basil plants, and the more you cut them, the more they grow. That's why they are growing so big and so thick in this spot. I'm gonna have to probably make pesto soon. Notice how this plant, like this leaf rather, is kind of yellowish. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if that's the heat or Did I put too much nutrients in the water? I don't think so. But the rest of the leaves look okay. Here is the romaine lettuce that I have also harvested from. It is huge. Again, the leaves are such a gorgeous, bless you, hon, gorgeous color. But these ones are curled in. I think that's because it's kind of warm. But other than that, they look really good. And again, I'm going to be harvesting the outermost leaves here for a salad tonight, along with some of this red, what is it called? Red oak leaf lettuce. There's 2 here in one port, and they're getting too thick, really. Now, the rainbow chard, something's going on here. I think they have gotten spindly, probably because in their first few weeks of life, they did not have the official Tower Garden LED lights. I just had the cheap grow lights from Amazon, and they are growing in a weird way. I don't know if I should just pull them out and start over or wait and see what happens. They're growing in all different directions. That's crazy. And when I first got this, they were only like 2 seedlings in the rock wool cube, but now there's so many of them. I don't know if they're gonna fit in just one port. So, well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, I think. And if it doesn't go well, I'll start over. Finally, I think I want to show you the celery. Remember how I said the leaves always look wilted? It's growing, but the leaves are always wilted. And I found out early today that celery doesn't like heat. And so I moved it. It used to be on the other side of the Tower Garden that gets a lot of afternoon, like intense afternoon sun. It gets really hot on that side of the Tower Garden. So I moved it to this side of the Tower Garden, which is like the inner part of the house, away from the glass doors. So it's cooler here. Hopefully it'll, like the leaves will perk up eventually. But that's the good thing with the Tower Garden, is you can move these net pots. They are removable, at least while the plants are not so big yet. For something like this lettuce, for example, if I removed the pot, I would probably damage the plant, so I wouldn't do that. But the celery is small enough to, for me to be able to pop the net pot out and move it around. So there you have it. That's how the Tower Garden looks like right now, and super exciting. I wish I could show you how I harvest, but I can't harvest and hold my cell phone and record at the same time. So I'm just gonna have to take a picture of how many lettuce leaves, how much lettuce leaves I'm able to harvest, and what the salad looks like when I'm done. That's the Tower Garden, week 5. Thank you so much for watching.